Hello everybody, what is up, Prof Toast here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Master Grade RX-78 NT-1 Gunpla. And this one's from Gundam 0080, so this is definitely a pretty big sized one, because ones I've built in the past, if you've seen either on Twitter or Instagram, I built, was it 2 high grades, and I did 1 master grade of, let's see, the Strike Freedom Gundam, and this is going to be my first master grade, so this will definitely be interesting, because yeah, it's probably like the biggest size box I've seen so far for the Gundam model kits and everything, so definitely should be pretty cool. And this one was pretty cool to find because I happened to just be at Barnes & Noble, and of course they have just 1 master grade, and this happened to be the one. And I originally remember this one from Gundam Journey to Jaburo on the PS2, and this is one of the Gundams you got to use in the extra bonus missions once you completed the game, so definitely pretty cool. So how we're going to be doing this whole review is, first, we're going to unbox the parts and check everything that comes in the box right now. And then as I start slowly building it, I'm going to basically kind of do short little update clips and everything of, you know, the whole process of getting everything put together until we fully got the whole Gunpla kit put together. And once we do, we're going to go ahead, kind of review it, check out its posability, check out, you know, all the armor sets it comes with, how easy it was to get the stickers on, and all that. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so here we are with the box itself right here. As you can see, we got the RX-78 NT-1 looking pretty freaking badass right here. And of course, if we take a look around the box right here, we're going to show all the armor pieces it comes with right there. As you can see, pretty good size. And of course, you get little figurines right there. If I can focus in. Of course, the figurines are not painted, but they kind of just show it on there. It's like, hey, you could paint them if you want to. And of course, we got the RX-78 NT-1 with all of its freaking armor put on. And they, I believe, I don't know, I heard, I did see a review for Model 2. I don't know if this is the one that actually has the head armor for it. I think it does, but we'll have to see. And of course, we got our Gundam right here kneeling down. So on this side of the box, of course, we got kind of like just a cropped version of the art in the front. And of course, we got all the different modes right here. We got the regular front view, we got him with the full armor, and this is kind of like the frame that you put the armor pieces on. Definitely cool. And of course, we get the shield, 2 beam sabers, a beam rifle, and a rocket launcher. So definitely looking pretty cool. And as you can see there, you see all 4 stages right there. So definitely pretty awesome. And of course, just like the other end part of the box, we got the same picture right here. So let's go ahead and unbox all the parts now. Alright, so let's go ahead, get this bad boy open, because there's a lot. Oh, there we go. As I said, this is a lot of pieces, as you can tell. So looks like, yeah, we got some of the main body right here, some of the main armor pieces. Okay, so I was correct. This is the version 2, so this does actually, if you noticed on the box right here, you'll see like the armor mode, but it doesn't have the headpiece on, but this does actually come with the armor piece that goes over his face, which actually looks pretty freaking cool. So like I said, there's a lot, just a ton of it. So we're gonna go through, check out the pieces. So yeah, this is kind of maybe the main armor pieces, some of his weapons, and some of the leg and outside armor. Of course, right here, we got, of course, his shield is just freaking pretty damn massive compared to the ones. I think this is supposed to be about 7 inches tall when fully built. I will definitely have to see. But yeah, so we got all the main pieces right here. We got a lot of the yellow bits right here. Like, as you can see, the chest piece, his V fin right there for his head. And of course, we got a lot of the skeletal pieces that are kind of done in this nice little silverish color. There's a little bit of a shine, but not like just totally just flat gray, so that's pretty cool. And of course, we got our fancy stickers. As you can see here, there's a ton. These are probably, I'm not going to end up putting all the stickers on, just because the last time I tried putting all these tiny ones on, they were kind of a pain in the ass. And we also have these little, from what I was seeing, because I was kind of just curious, so I looked at a review, and apparently in between his arm joints, these kind of slip in, so it kind of adds like a cool little, I don't know, mesh effect, but that'll be for when we actually build it. So definitely pretty cool. And not too many foil stickers. It's primarily just the eyes and maybe, I'm assuming either the head or a chest piece. We'll have to see once, like I said, once I fully build it. Of course, we got a lot of this. I'm assuming this is probably a lot of the frame. Majority of the frame unit right here. So it's like a chest piece. And of course, looks like we got some of the weapons and the beam rifles and everything. Right here, we got some more. These are more like a grayish one, so it looks like it does come with quite a bit. Like I said, this is my first full master grade, so it's definitely crazy seeing how much it comes with. So yeah, of course we got our beam sabers. Looks like we got some hands, some more weapons. So I'm guessing it comes with a decent amount of weapons on it. And of course we got more of the frame pieces that, you know, his armor mode comes with. In this one, of course, we got some more of the yellow and more of the frames. Like I said, there's a lot. It's going to be a pretty good sized instruction book. Right here, we got some, I'm assuming more of just kind of the joint pieces right here, from what it looks like. And of course, we're almost down to the instruction book. We got the parts for, of course, his arms. Looks like the part for his shield. And it looks like his side, you know, boosters for his legs. And of course, more of his massive ass armor pieces. Most likely I'm gonna have him, you know, displayed without the armor, but it's still pretty cool that, you know, you get this versatility. Almost like, you really almost want to buy two of these just so you can have one version without and one version with the armor. So of course we got these tiny, these are actually pretty cool. I haven't seen these in the Gundam model yet, at least from the ones I built, but we got some nice metallic silver pieces. If we can actually focus here, there we go. So like I said, we got the boosters, which I'm assuming some of our yellow pieces will go into. Of course, we got his little wrist machine guns that go right there. So yeah, definitely pretty freaking cool. It's going to be very interesting to dive into. And let's see right here, of course, we got even more armor pieces, and looks like at least the front parts of his feet. And the very last part is, of course, yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure exactly which parts this are. Looks like probably part of his feet, I'm assuming, or maybe some of the shoulder pieces. So yeah, definitely all in all pretty cool. I have not actually seen the parts that come with the people in there though. Alright, turns out I completely, you know, totally passed up the parts. I don't know how far I can get in here where it'll actually focus, but as you can see, we got, you know, pilot, because the cockpit actually does open up on a model, which is actually really cool because I don't see that in a lot of them. Maybe it's more of a thing in the master grades. And of course we got one of the other kids from the show, and we got the other character. Like I said, I haven't watched the series yet, but I do know of it. I kind of glimpsed through a little bit of what the series looks like, so I kind of know who these characters are supposed to be. So these are kind of ones you can, if you really want to get detailed, you can definitely paint it, but you're going to need a really small brush to do it. Alright, and of course, last but not least, we got our instruction booklet, which of course we got our cool artwork right there in the front. Got little Alex that's written on the shield, which I'm assuming, yeah, I should be able to, I gotta binge watch freaking Gundam Z and Double Z just because I think in chronological order you gotta watch those first before getting into this. But yeah, as you can see, we got all of our instructions right here. Many instructions. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. You can definitely see right here, just with the base looking one, you can see the RX-78 kind of look to it. So yeah, definitely going to be very interesting. It's going to be pretty cool, and like I said, I'm going to definitely do my best to, you know, try to video or to pretty much kind of, you know, vlog the experience, or at least give decent little updates as we're building it. So as you can see, these are our little characters right here. If you want to paint them, they do kind of give you a good color guide on how to do it. And also for the model unit itself, you can also paint it if you want. I haven't actually gone that advanced into wanting to paint it just because I'd be kind of, you know, scared of, you know, messing it up just a little bit. But like I said, so we got some cool pictures. We got him charging out of Zaku right there. We got all parts, of course him, you can showing all the posability with the weapons. And I'm guessing that was kind of just like a small break in the middle. Then of course we got our last bits and pieces. Unfortunately these do not come with the stands. I would kind of wish they did, but oh well, they gotta make their money somehow. But yeah, so yeah, of course it gives you all the instructions on, of course, how to put everything together, all that fun stuff. And of course, we get a nice picture of him right there on the back, which is definitely going to look really cool. And also, quickly, before I forget, this is also going to be the page right here in the back where it kind of shows you exactly where you're going to be putting all the very, very, very small stickers. Like I said, I'm probably going to put on some of the main decals, like, of course, like the Alex on his shield, his side pieces, parts on his head, but when it comes to the really, really tiny ones, I might avoid those just because I tried that with my Strike Freedom Gundam and it was not a fun time. Or maybe there's just a tool I need to get to do it properly. But all in all, definitely pretty cool. So, like I said, from here on, we're going to go ahead, start building this, and of course, as I progress, I'll basically do quick little updates until we're fully finished. Alright, so here is our RX-78 NT-1 in his full armor mode, or which I like to call it, Mobile Suit Gundam Big Daddy. But yeah, so definitely pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, the details in this one have been pretty awesome. As you can see, we got little kind of thruster flaps right here that you can actually pull up on both sides. Just kind of like so. So those are actually really cool. We got, of course, the little flaps on the front and back for his little thrusters right there. And then, of course, we got this area that kind of lifts up for the cockpit. And, of course, on his arms, you can still kind of lift it up, and he still has his full Gatling gun right there. So, like I said, definitely a lot of cool features on this. And this was actually, surprisingly for this being my first Master Grade, this was actually a pretty easy one to build, so I was pleasantly surprised. I was thinking, man, I wonder if this is going to be difficult from like the real grade I built before, but all in all, not too bad. It was actually pretty fun to build this one. So let me go ahead and get his armor off real quick. Alright, so here he is without the armor. Like I said, he is definitely a pretty good size one, which is why I pretty much decided like now, like, you know what, I'm just going to start building Master Grades for now because they're pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, the details on the backing is just like freaking awesome. Of course, some of the panel lining I did back here. And of course, we got our stickers. And of course, our thrusters. And even cool enough is the fact that at the back of the legs, if you look at it, and the bends, you can actually see the part kind of go in and out right there. So definitely really cool. Like I said, a lot of posability. Even with the feet, you still got joints in there, so you can pose it however. If you look underneath the arms, you got little mesh right here for underneath, which I actually found was like a really cool detail. And just a little size comparison. So this one's a Master Grade. And then we got our little Wing Zero high grade right here. As you can see, it's definitely a pretty decent little size comparison between the two. Like I said, once I saw the size of this guy, I'm like, oh, he's a big boy. Okay, so definitely was pretty impressed. But yeah, and of course we got our Gatling guns that come up on the side right here, which is actually definitely really cool detail. And even with the shield, like you've probably seen in some of the photos, but or was it? I think I had it in the video, but if I didn't, but basically the Gatling gun, even when he has it attached to his arm, this part can basically lift up like that, and you can still use the Gatling gun, like even with the shield on. So it's definitely pretty awesome. Then of course we got his his rocket launcher right here. So definitely cool. Got the little aiming sight, if I can get the focus. Right there, so definitely, like I said, little cool details they put in there. And of course we got his gun right here. It was also cool because a little clip actually comes out, almost kind of like a little reloadable one, but I thought that was an interesting little detail. Like I said, this is definitely a really cool one. I like the fact that you have the cockpit with the, if you can see correctly, there's a little miniature figure inside of there. So I thought that was actually like a really cool little detail they put in there. And of course you can paint the figures if you really want to. I'm not quite that detailed with it yet, but like I said, all in all, it has really good posability. Like I said, you got pretty good range of motion with the legs. Like I said, you got a lot of motion there. And you definitely got a decent amount of motion going to the sides. Of course, the arms. Like I said, you can definitely go all the way around with these if you want to. But then even with the kind of waist, you don't got too much with the waist area, but that's to kind of be expected. But yeah, all in all, you definitely got a lot of room just for, you know, being able to move his legs however position you want it. See all the flaps go like all the way up. All in all, for this being my first time building a Master Grade, this is actually a pretty fun one to build, and I'm actually really satisfied just with the quality of it. And surprisingly with this one, there was like a bit of panel lining that I had to do. Like of course on the sides right here, little bits on the front. But this one didn't really make me do a ton of panel lining, just because I think just since it was an upgrade from the RX-78, it was still a little bit on the basic, at least in terms of panel lining. But I don't know, it's only my first Master Grade. We got the Gundam Barbatos one coming up next. We'll be doing an unboxing and kind of like the same style video we did with this one. But yeah, all in all, definitely impressed for this being my first Master Grade build. Definitely can't wait to start on the Barbatos and everything. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to slap that like button, and if you guys are new here, maybe hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more. But all in all, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.